It was a beautiful day, a great start to Easter week. I want to show you some drone video coming out of Thanksgiving Point. Always nice to see you, Mr. Worth. Highlight of my Mondays, truthfully. He is. He's really that wonderful. You think he's great, but gosh, even better in person. All right, so you saw the clouds streaming out there. We're seeing the clouds in the southern portion of the state tonight. As we look at the satellite radar, clear conditions along the Wasatch Front, the clouds moving now into central Utah, indicating that moisture is present. That is due to our southerly flow, so we're dragging that cloud cover from the south, bringing it into the state, and that picking up that moisture from a weakening low pressure system that's south of the Beehive State. But that's going to play into this week. I'll show you how. High temperatures today, 65 in Provo, 65 in Salt Lake. 61 is the average high this time of year in Salt Lake City. We saw a few 70s on the eastern side of the state, 83 in St. George. That's above average. 74 is usually where they are, 64 in Logan. So a nice day with high pressure building back. Into tonight, those clear conditions for the Wasatch Front stick around. Low 50s falling into the mid 40s. Outlying areas will be closer to the low 40s. So a brisk, cool start to our Tuesday, but we're going to warm up nicely. Mostly clear skies will allow for plenty of sunshine, and high pressure will allow for above average temperatures. We'll see that trend holding on through the midweek, but then check it out. What a dip. Oh yes, that is not a ski hill. We will see those numbers tumbling below average for the Wasatch Front, and we also see a departure and the temperatures in the south dropping below average in the St. George area. So this will be a significant storm moving in, and it will bring wet weather and a big change to the pattern. Speaking of wet weather, the storm threat into tomorrow, isolated storm potential for south central, southeastern, and possibly even southwestern Utah. So where the clouds are, moisture's there. We're going to see the daytime heating. Add to that, we could see an isolated thunderstorm or the slight chance of a shower. Futurecast kind of walks us through the potential here. Happens actually after midnight. Southerly flow, that's those red arrows, cloud cover out there, and then after midnight the moisture's knocking. Comes on in towards Iron County, near St. George and the Four Corners by 6 a.m. So possibly a few valley showers, and then in the higher elevations, passing showers as well. You may just see them. Perhaps we see that evaporate before we hits the ground, and that would be called virga, and there's potential for that. But with our daytime heating by 4 p.m., a few thunderstorms could pop in south central Utah. In the north, we're fairly quiet. We'll see partly cloudy skies, but temperatures will be very pleasant. Things start to change Wednesday. That's when our Easter week will really start to shift. A cold front is going to make its way into northern Utah. Look at that moisture. Here we are by the afternoon hours. We're going to see that front kind of pushing through, and moisture along that boundary as we get closer to 10 p.m. and then after midnight. A soggy setup for Thursday. Ahead of the front, we will see the winds increase, the cloud cover increase, and the temperatures will be mild, but behind it, colder air, and that's going to move in, and we're going to be talking spring snow. Spring snow. I told you not to get comfortable with those 80s. As we look at our snow elevation level, we know that cold front will bring in colder air and drive the snow level down. As a result, by Thursday, we could see the upper benches with some sloppy spring snow. And then as we get scattered showers Friday, we could see that snow level maybe getting down to 4,500 feet. It's going to be a big change. Now, accumulation will be for the top peaks and possibly the mountain valleys, but it says a lot that spring snow's in the forecast as we're making it through Easter week. As we look at our snow accumulation, this is long range, and it takes us through late Friday when colder air is in place, but you can see the model wants to put down the potential of some snow over the Uintas and the northern mountains into the central mountains. Maybe a few inches are possible, so we, of course, will keep an eye on it, and as we get closer, that moisture content will tell you just how much. As we look at the big picture here, it shows the merger of these two storms in the west. So we've got our high pressure. That's in control for our Tuesday. And then as we head into Wednesday, things start to change. So we have that wet weather, that southerly flow streaming moisture in from the south. So that decaying storm system. And then we get a trough dipping in from Canada. It's got colder air, counterclockwise flow. So we will see the wet weather with this, valley rain, mountain snow, and then cold air to take over Thursday and into Friday. As we head into Easter weekend, we're not anticipating a tremendous amount of moisture, but we could be a little unsettled. We're going to see what happens. Temperatures will rebound by Easter Sunday. So expecting the upper 60s in northern Utah, upper 70s in St. George. I would say Really not bad. It's going to be great for the Easter egg hunt if you're planning in the backyard. Now, that's something we will definitely stay on top of as we make it through the week here, and we've got to get through that storm. Mid-70s, though, for tomorrow. Enjoy your Tuesday. If I can really encourage you to do anything, it's that. 60s and 70s in eastern Utah. More cloud cover in the southern half of the state. Some of those clouds making it up north, 83 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 days here, you're going to notice scattered showers on Thursday in St. George, slight chance Friday. Temperatures take a serious drop. Only a high of 60 on Friday, drier for Easter weekend. Here's a look at the Wasatch Front. Pretty conditions with those 70s, and then we dip to the 50s. Soggy setup Thursday, scattered showers Friday, Easter weekend, drying out and temperatures rebounding. Next week, we could see another storm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Always something happening.
Wow, is right. Yes, definitely.
Oh, your computers with the flashing lights.
Season of